Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's second streamed game. Just going to double check I am live on Twitch, which all being well. Ooh, am I not? I am. Well, looks like I'm live on Twitch anyway. So yeah, welcome to the stream everybody. Hope you're all doing well. This is Game 7 in round 1 of the XTC 2025 between Wales and Ireland. The score is currently 3 games all. So yeah, all to play for. We'll go down both lists. So we have James Humphreys on the left hand side for Wales, flying first order. We have Kylo Whisper. Good evening, Connor. Kylo Whisper, we've seen a fair bit of Kylo, or even the Whisper chassis, so this is the one that likes to jam a lot. We've got instinctive aim, so you can spend a force to fire a concussion missile without the target lock prerequisite. Brilliant evasion, if he's not in the bullseye, can spend a force for modified 2 eyeballs. And yeah, sensor scramblers, so during setup he'll gain a cloak token, and during the end phase, if he is cloaked and there's an enemy ship at range 0.3, he must decloak or lose the cloak token. So yeah, possibly allow him to sort of reposition Kylo around. We have Hollow, which is slightly different TIE BA than what we usually see. At the start of the engagement phase, you must transfer one of your tokens to another friendly ship at 0-2. Could be useful to double stack some ships. Oh, betting. Good point. Let's get the betting going live. Betting. Start the betting. There you go. Betting is now open. Exclamation mark bet. 1 for James and Wales, 2 for Kevin and Ireland. And the amount you want to bet, you can just put all. That is absolutely fine. Evening, Ladrian. Hello, Mandos. So, Hollow has got Proud Tradition, which allows the focus action even while stressed. Some ion missiles and a shield upgrade. Shield upgrade could be important chance engagement because obviously half points. Yeah, it's all looking good. Hopefully the stream delay is not on and you guys should be up to speed with me. Apparently I don't need to stream delay anymore. Malorus, good little TIE FO. I've been running it. 2 charges for the ability, which essentially is old glitter stims. Use it at the start of the engagement phase. During that engagement phase, can turn all eyeballs to hits or evades. If it doesn't let you do a bet, Juan Fiaco, is that, or Flacco? It might be that you just need to watch for a little while and you'll be able to put a bet on, but they'll be up for a little while. Magpulse Warheads, very useful munition. This will allow 3 dice attack. If it hits, it does a crit, it does a deplete, and does a jam. Initiative 5 could be quite useful if the road roll goes to James. We've got Evacuation of the Cast Scorch, pretty much the same ability as normal. Take a stress to add additional red dice, but does have Merciless, which is whilst you perform an attack, you can choose another friendly ship at 0-1 of the defender and gain a strain to reroll a blank result. Determination, add eyeball result if you take a damage if the attack is in bullseye. Fanatical, which is to change an eyeball to a hit if you are not shielded. And threat sensors, while you defend, if you're not stressed, you may reroll 1 eyeball result. I think the Scum is fairly high initiative, so that's probably going to come in before Scorch can use their ability, so that could be quite good. Yeah, I'm loving FO as well, Wardy. Been flying it in the 312 League. Playing tomorrow evening against Andre, I believe. We got Agent Terex, which is interesting Z shuttle, so it allows the passing of basic contraband cybernetics can be assigned to one of the TIE FOs. We got Bihexacrypt and Tactical Officer, and this will all combine together to basically Terex can target lock a friendly ship and then use spend the target lock when coordinating to ignore range restrictions on the ship it wants to coordinate. cool little piece. They are still setting up, so we'll go through Kevin's scum list. So we got build your own Han Solo. Y defender will perform an attack if the attack is obstructed by the obstacle. Again, additional dice. With trick shot, that can add an additional dice. And then Lando's Falcon title, if the defender is also stressed, we can see another additional dice. So 5 or 6 dice against obstructed stressed targets. Maul for some force and a purple coordinate. Greedo for turning a hit to a crit. Quite important though, if Greedo doesn't get spent on the attack roll, then James can basically use it the other way round. Hotshot Tail Blast is an interesting upgrade. Attack can be performed at range 0. Looks like 2 dice out the back. I'm not sure if we'll get to see it. Not entirely sure what the thinking is on that one, but we'll see if it gets used at all. Lots of people tuning in. Great to see. Welcome everybody. We have Ketsu in the Lancer Pursuit Craft. Potentially assigning tractor tokens or start the engagement phase if the ship is both in the front arc and mobile arc. Fearless for if you're both at range 1 in front arc each other, adding a hit to an attack roll. Kira is a very useful ability, basically lock an obstacle to ignore it, which could be interesting if he could mag pulse or jam off the lock after Ketsu's moved. So because normally Ketsu could move onto a rock and still shoot, because with Kira you ignore the obstacles. But yeah, if you can get rid of that lock, that could be a real problem for Ketsu. Contraband Cybernetics again. Mandalorian Optics we saw last game, so basically in system phase, twice per game can acquire a lock. And also ignores obstacles beyond range 0 obstructing the attack. If you look on the defender, oh yeah. And Shadowcaster title, which is after you perform an attack that hits. If the defender is in your arcs, you can give it another trap token. Armed and Dangerous Mandalorian, we've seen a fair bit of this. Going to be slamming around in his M1. Child for some force, outmaneuver to reduce agility. When he uses the Kinso switch, can also, after he slams, spend a charge to break all locks. And then has calibrated laser targeting that if he's attacking bullseye, can have an eyeball result. And can still perform attacks that are in bullseye, even disarmed from the slam. And then finally, Lee Mackay in the Y-Wing with Proton Torps. Lee Mackay's ability is before you engage, if you're not in the enemy ships, in any enemy ship's front arc, you may acquire a lock against enemy in your front half. And we also have R4B11 on there, which is while you perform an attack, you may remove 1 orange or red token from the defender to reroll any number of defense dice, which is very cool. If you don't spend your target lock, you could then spend it to make them reroll the defense dice. Oh, we've got Dylan Jones as well, Welsh royalty. Good evening, Dylan. Hope you're well. All the Welsh and Irish turning out to see how this matchup fares. Hope everybody's doing well. Looks like players are just about set up. Just waiting for Han Solo. So Kevin Scum deploying very much at the top of the board. Looks like we've got Mando, Lima and Ketsu. Terex looks to be setting up to sort of charge away, and then the rest of the FO are kind of towards the bottom of the board. I was tempted to have captains on help with if you want to do some commentary, but with Connor's potty mouth, I don't think my my stream account could take it. So unfortunately, I thought it was safer just to do it by myself. Look at that! I'm second on points. Streamlabs as well's got lots of points. You know what? Do I bet? Do I bet? It's not slander if it's true. And I've probably got evidence to back it up as well. But it's fine. So my Streamlabs is still looking a bit dodgy on my desktop, but I think the stream's coming through okay. Shouldn't be juddering or anything like that. Hope everybody is doing well. Oh, who do I think wins this? I mean, I've been playing both factions quite a bit. If I was a betting man... I don't know. I mean, I think... See, I don't think the FO gets stressed a lot, but I do quite fancy Han with the target lock. So you know what? Let's do it. I bet 2. So come on, Kev and Ireland, don't let me down. Both these players played for Wales last year, so yeah. I mean, I think there's a few players that have bounced around a few teams. I know England had a big pool of players that we could have selected from. I know I think Chris Burnett's joined the Welsh team this year. Yeah, Ireland didn't play last year, that's a fair point. Alright, looks like players are good to go. We've got a road roll. Wales are going to kick us off. James is first player. Did he assign Terex? I don't know if he has done Terex. It's not a May, but he could assign 0. But technically I can't interfere with such things, so I will just leave them be. Getting a few locks going out, which is not too unsurprising. Chris Burnett, thank you very much for the sub. Yep, go Team Wales indeed. Kylo's coming forwards as well, taking an evade. So the reason they're locking Hollow, for those who aren't aware, Hollow has to pass a token to a friendly ship at range, I think 0 to 2 if able. So you tend to load up a few target locks, because then at least if you don't want to pass any useful tokens, you can just pass a lock over. Yeah, Hollow's just going to take a focus as well. That's it. Deciding match as well. I've put some of the scores in the bottom right hand corner as well. So if you look just below my my lovely face, you'll see the scores. So Germany are confirmed through to the next round. Scotland will move into the losers bracket. England are currently tied 2-2 with Philippines. Australia at match point, US Islands at match point. So yeah, there's still quite a few games to be played, as you'd expect from a sort of quite an international pool or competition. Looks like Ketsu's going for a lock. Yeah, obviously has Kira, so can ignore that rock. 5 forward from Mando, could slam 5 forwards if he wants. Here comes Dom as well. There's going to be lots of bets coming in today. Let's see how we're doing. 14 bets so far. Roughly a third backing James and Wales, and 2/3 betting on Kev and Ireland to be successful. Yeah, looks like we had the double slam from Mando. And Lee Mackay's just coming up on a 3 forwards as well. That's it. And the Scum are taking target locks as well, because obviously with the jamming out there, you just want to make sure you've got some protection in case obviously the jams come in and try and break your locks, or give you jam tokens before you've done actions. So get those locks in nice and early. I suspect Han's just going to do a focus or something, I would have thought. Don't think you need to boost necessarily. Oh, you're going to take a lock as well. Yeah. So no shots, just get those, get some target locks out for some protection. Be interesting to see if the FO decide to turn back left. You know, try and keep distance from Han. You don't want to get too close to these obstacles and give him obviously the trick shot and ability, all those extra red dice. But you could absolutely cause some issues. Not a massive fan of Terex's position though, because I guess he's going to have to just keep flying away. But yeah, Hollow, Scorch and Malorus could very happily turn left. Could even see Kylo decloak left, to be fair as well. You know, all this FO could just turn left, present towards Mando and Ketsu. Because Lima Kai is going to be quite out of the picture as well. Yeah. No, that's a good point. End sniper, yeah, we could, yeah, one hard, roll left. That's it. Just try and keep distance from Han, so you're not giving them those good shots. I think we're about 9 subs away from the next alt art giveaway. So if you'd like to see me give some alt arts away, we've got quite a few left over from our times in Belgium. So I've got a load of the lovely X-Wing Alliance stuff that Mr. Dylan, this is Dylan Jones, has been producing. So what have we got? We've got, well, that's... I've got a Mandalorian Optics from the System Open kit. We've got Evacuation to Car Kylo Ren. Got a shiny Dengar, shiny Bosk. Yeah, all the Armed and Dangerous cards and stuff. So I've got a fair whack of alt arts to give away. So yeah, if you've got any Prime subs you want to chuck my way or anything like that, it would be greatly appreciated. It does support some of the streaming I'm doing, and like I say, I have started paying for the dual stream, so this is going out on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, and then videos are available to watch back on both platforms, and that does cost money. So yeah, it does cost a little bit of money to get that done. Notifications am I getting? Camera just to do a Mandalorian actually hiding. Why is that all being a bit of a bugger? I think I need to have a look at Streamlabs and maybe clean some bits up, but welcome to the channel, everybody. If you haven't already, do consider following the channel and you'll get go live notifications of future streams. If you haven't got any plans on Sunday, I will probably be streaming, or I will be streaming 2 of England's matches versus the Philippines. So Liam and Ollie are both playing. We're currently tied 2-2, so if Tom Candling could win tomorrow, well, either way, it will be going into Sunday 3-2. So we could have a Game 7 in England versus Philippines as well, which is very exciting to see for everybody that's not involved with the teams, because obviously it's a bit stressful for us. So let's say we've got road roll for turn 2. James remains first player. So it looks like we are going to see a decloak from Kylo. Has opted for the forwards decloak, so probably a hard 3 or 3 bank. Just going to try and get within range 2 of that central objective. Terex 4 forwards, looking to keep distance, going for a coordinate. Just considering options. So it looks like was that an evade? Yeah, an evade on Scorch. I guess probably expecting Scorch to be quite close to the front. So it is a hard one, but no barrel. Just going to take a focus. Malorus does the hard 3, which is also a very practiced position as it brings it in beside. Takes the evade, but Malorus can use her ability. And then probably just a focus. Oh no, taking an evade from Hollow. I suppose you can pass the evade, can't you? So hard 3 from Kylo. Kind of pointing at that gas cloud, so I suspect some sort of roll probably makes sense. You don't need Kylo to hold the centre. I would have thought Malorus should have it. Now, I guess questions is how quickly have the Scum gone? Have we got a hard 3 from the M1? Does it slam in, or has Ketsu actually done the 3 bank over the rock? Because just because Ketsu's taken the lock doesn't mean we're actually going to see the sort of charge over with the Kira ability. Firecast Focus in chat, great to see you. Supporting Wales as usual. Yeah, I think it's quite funny to see Wales and Ireland drawn first round, because obviously we all know each other fairly well, and a little bit of banter. So Kylo's going to roll to the right. I mean, could be slightly brave with Han Solo there, but see, Han may have gone quickly, or even, don't know if you'll see the sloop. Yeah, just go jam himself, makes sense. I assume he's not got a lockout. I mean, road roll is quite big in this game, because obviously there's an awful lot of Initiative 5 ships on both sides. But Mando just did the 1 bank, so was expecting the turn in. Ketsu also doing a 1 bank. But yeah, that could be really interesting if... well, I suppose as long as Ketsu gets off the rock, it's not a big deal. But yeah. Nick can't hear the stream, so what you're saying is I can say anything I'd like about that lovely man. No, it's not quite centered, because Mando was just sticking off the board, so like I can come back down here, but as they aren't playing in the bottom third of the map, I was just bringing it up a bit just to sort of give us a bit of a better view. And interestingly, Han has turned in. Suspect that's probably obstructed to Kylo. Yeah, it probably is obstructed, isn't it? So, it all depends what action. What do you take, a target lock? Because you give Kylo the extra green dice if you take the target lock. But with... I suppose you've only got a single force as well. I mean, personally, I would go for the target lock, because I think you just want to maximise your dice there and hope Kylo has a bad roll. So I think we're getting into engagement. So evade being passed to Malorus. Probably the only one that's getting shot. I mean, Scorch might just get shot by Ketsu, but has focus evade. Probably, yeah, not going to use a Malorus charge. So Han shoots obstructed range 3 into Kylo. So Han is going to get 4 dice, which is 2 normally, and then 1 for trick shot, 1 for ability, and then Kylo gets 2 basic, 1 for range, 1 for obstruction, 1 for the jam ship in the attack arc. So 4 on 5. Don't believe either player has rerolls. Who needs rerolls? Spend the force and Greedo, I guess. Make it, or do you spend the focus? Yeah. So 2 hits, 2 crits, and then Kylo rolls 5 dice. Oh, that's not fantastic. Is going to spend a force and 2 shields down on Kylo. But yeah, I think. I mean, that's why I was thinking about the target lock. Is just maximise your damage and hope Kylo has a bad roll. So Malorus looks to have range 3 into Mandalorian. It is Bullseye, but I don't believe Malorus has any abilities that affect Bullseye. So 2 into 3. Just 1, I think, because there's no focus tokens. No Malorus ability. Gets the evade. I mean, technically you could instinctive aim a concussion missile here, but I'm not sure I would, having spent 1 in defense. I guess he's only got 1 agility. So it's just whether you want 2 on 2 or 3 on 1, but spending a force. Yeah. Kylo is jammed, so yeah, it does get the bonus dice. Very much, yeah. Looks like we've got an instinctive aim concussion missile coming out of Kylo. Again, I mean, choosing violence here is not terrible. Especially when you roll 3 hits out of hand. So only 1 agility, because it's a munition, and gets a blank, and that shields down on Han. Well, both players choosing violence, and both players being rewarded for choosing violence. So Ketsu range 3 into Malorus. Doesn't have Scorch as a valid target, although it's pretty close. Not sure he gets the 5th dice for the obstruction with Kira being there. He's taking it away. So he gets 4 for range and has 2 evade tokens. Crit, eyeball, blank. Could spend the focus. Probably doesn't need it, so hit crit. Got 2 evade tokens. Yeah, absolutely fine. So I guess it's just Mando and then Scorch. So Mando can shoot either Malorus or Scorch. I'm going to shoot Scorch, maybe try and get that focus token spent. That's pretty rubbish. Could spend a force, could spend a focus. I'd be tempted to leave it all. What's the point? It's got an evade token. You're not doing damage there. Scorch will take a stress, I imagine, to roll 3 dice here. May not. Hasn't got Bullseye, hasn't got Merciless, but pretty free to do a blue maneuver next turn. No, not taking the stress. Interesting. Hit crit. Bet you wish you'd done the 3rd dice now.
I will fight you in an octagon, child.
Oh, Mark Packer Hughes, thank you very much for the donation. Yeah, really bet you wish you'd done the 3rd dice now. Oof. Let's do that there, and what was it doing? Damage. So 1 shield on Mandalorian. And yep, both players got somebody at range 2, so each player gets a point. James hasn't added his score quite yet, so we'll just wait for him to do that. And this will go into turn 3. Reminding him of the score. Yep, so Mark Packer Hughes did a little tip there for the stream, which is greatly appreciated. We have got a funding goal. We're about $80 away from the next one. It does support the in-person streaming. If you missed it, I did 18 games in 4 days in Belgium. If you want to support and see more in-person streams, funding is very much appreciated. And when we hit the funding goals, I have got prizes to give away. So we are 9 subs away from the next Alt-Art giveaway, and we're $80 away from the funding goal. The funding goal prize, or the giveaway for that, is a full play set of the 2024 kind of marbled core set dice from Worlds, and a metal Gonk droid bottle opener from Belgium. So one person will win that when we hit the funding goal, and yeah, obviously Alt-Arts when we get to 100 subs. Very much appreciated. Exclamation mark tips in chat to do the funding, and if you do exclamation mark XTC, you can bring up the challenge bracket and see all the results that are going on at the moment.
Hello there.
Welcome. Campos Frey, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. 47 people on a Friday night, looking good. So, how are we doing? So, is Mando going to do something like, I don't know, do you do like a 3 forwards so you can slam anything from a 3 bank to 3 hard, maybe, depending where other ships go? Quite a few options from Hollow, Scorch and Malorus there. Maybe put some pressure on Lee Mackay. Could be interesting to see if Kylo can do anything. I've been not too convinced about Han's position there. Not sure he can quite go straight without hitting that gas cloud. So does Han do a hard two-away? Because I don't think he's got any way of ignoring that. I mean, he's got Hot Shot Blaster if he wants to shoot out the back, I guess. So probably Han decides to do that. Han can 4 straight. Probably, yeah. But again, if you 4 straight, surely that's where all the FO shit are going. And now that you've lost your shields as well, you know, there are quite a few crits there that Han will not want to see in that position. But we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. It's been good to see lots of X-Wing on the streams again. So I know Molfar's been doing a fair bit of streaming. I think it's one of the Brazilians has been streaming. So do keep an eye on the XTC Discord if you want to see more games. Hopefully people will share links around as people stream. I think Iddy was streaming as well midweek, so yeah, lots of games being played, lots of games going to be up on Twitch. Do follow the channels as they go live, and you know, just basically get go live notifications as people are kicking off. So going into turn 3 now. Double checking their time. I wasn't sure if they paused or anything like that, but the being said,
hello there.
Inspector, welcome. Sounds like it might be in the road roll soon. And if Han does turn away, probably good for the FO, because possibly a gun out the way, but then I suppose Han could still just rotate out the rear and potentially get a shot into Kylo. Road roll could be key. See if system phase Ketsu moves a lot with thing. I don't think. Well, I suppose you ignore the rock that Ketsu's on anyway, so. Yeah, we'll see if Ketsu gets to add to any of the other ships. Could pose a problem for the fleet. Certainly a lot of thinking going on there. Oh, is it lagging? Oh yeah, skip frames, interesting.
Hey, hey!
Thank you for the sub. Let me just strictly check. No, my speed's still looking good. 800 meg, so I think it's something to do with Streamlabs. I need to have a look at it. Hopefully it all settles down. So Ketsu did move the lock. Has flown off that rock. So what's that? That's a Mando Optics charge spent. Where's that? That's where it is. Takes a focus. I'm not sure. No Fearless into Scorch. So, because I've just moved house, the internet cable, the network cable is not in the best of places at the moment, but I'm going to do some work this weekend to just try and get that all tagged up. Move my office around a little bit. Looks like Lima Kai is looking for a target lock. Possibly could lock. Okay, going to go into Scorch. Suppose you've got the initiative against Scorch. Mando went 3 forwards, so I wonder if we used to slam hard 3 in. I don't think you'd lose anything by slamming in. I mean, maybe get shot by a hollow, but could also provide a nice block. Yeah, going for some sort of slam. Skipped frames again, which is really annoying, but hopefully. Yeah, slammed round. Might end up with bullseye into hollow. So yeah, Malorus bumps. Only enemy though, so can do a red focus or may just decide to pop ability. Terex did coordinate and evade onto hollow. Ooh, that's a spot for hollow to end up in. I guess. Oh, can boost past? Don't think the banked boost fits. It's whether or not you want to do a straight boost. I mean, you also do have Mando in the front arc there. So you're not getting outmaneuvered. Malorus is currently getting outmaneuvered, and if the tractor goes off as well, that could be a... Doesn't matter if your ability is active. Oh yeah, could pass the Mandalorian's target lock away. Okay, so Hollow is going to lock. Oh, he took the deplete and then he's locked Lima Kai. And then I think he went for the boost, and the boost is blocked. So yeah, went for the banked boost. Okay. I mean, that is also a choice. So, Kylo's charged after Han. Jamming Han doesn't seem like much use because Han has a target lock on a rock. I think it will come down to first player timing, so potentially I guess Hollow could. Start the engagement phase, you must transfer one of your tokens. Ketsu, start the engagement phase. But you're passing it to a friendly, so... Oh, 4 forwards from Han onto the rock. Wasn't too convinced that was going to fit. So does roll. Just takes the 1 damage. 1 damage on Han. And I don't know if Kylo's got a shot there. So Kev is first player, so he should be doing his start of engagement first. Before Hollow passes anything, so yeah, so we need to do this first, so he needs to see where the tractor is going to be put from Ketsu. I mean, Hollow makes possibly the most sense from the best shot for Ketsu, but then it just passes the tractor token. I don't think you move Hollow. So yeah, it's going to pass it to Hollow. And now this is a choice. Do you pass... You could pass the deplete, you could pass... I think probably passing the tractor makes the most sense. I mean, you... Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think you still pop Manos's ability. Okay, so they're pausing the time a second. So I think we might have a... Yes.
Hello there.
What was the question? I think you probably do. Let me just open up the rules reference a second. Because you're physically passing it, or you're assigning it. Let's have a quick check. Tractor. Ship is tractored. The first time a ship becomes tractored each turn, the player whose effect applies a tractor token may choose one of the following. The players whose effect applied the tractor token may choose the following. So you applied it to your own ship. Can't use a ship. Yeah, you can't use the rotate option because that's only if an enemy moved you. So yes, if you move the tractor off hollow to another friendly ship, you've assigned the tractor to that, and then you may use the reposition. No worries. So chat, by all means tell me if I'm wrong, but that's the way I read it. That's the way I read the rules reference. So yeah, boosted Scorch out of... Oh, actually that's quite clever. So boosted Scorch out of Ketsu's arc and also out of the plasma torpedo. I mean, Hollow's still going to get pretty badly beaten up. It all depends, I guess, if he wants to Malorus at the same time. Okay, so I didn't see a Malorus charge being popped, which I'd been tempted to do just because you are probably getting shot by outmaneuver. But first up we got Ketsu shooting range 1 into Hollow. Hollow has an evade. I don't think there's any locks there, so crit hit. Probably just checking for Fearless there, so I think Fearless is active, so 2 and a crit. Oh no, maybe... Oh no! Fearless isn't active, so spent the focus to get 2 and a crit, because had the focus, and then Hollow spends the evade. There's my Streamlabs bot annoying people. So Lee Mackay is going to take range 1 into Scorch. 3 into 2 has the target lock. Hit eyeball blank. Guess, yep, spend the lock on those 2. Does not get better. So 1 hit into the tracted Scorch. Gets the evade. Has Scorch got bullseye for... Ah, he's spending the tractor token to make him re-roll the dice. Interesting. So it's 1 evade. Yeah, spends the tractor token. Okay. But surely you've just turned on Fanatical. I guess you may think of it twice about using Determination. Okay, now Mando into Hollow, so this should be 3 dice with the eyeball for CLT, into 3 agility, does have a target lock, does have 2 force. So probably I would re-roll an eyeball and a blank on this. I mean, you could just re-roll the blank, I guess. But with 2 force, I might be tempted to do an eyeball and a blank. Or is he gonna re-roll all 3? Try and keep some force for defense. Gets 3. No outmaneuver. Oh, but a blank out from Hollow. That's 3 damage. that shield upgrade getting spent. Probably a good thing the Ketsu shot didn't do any real damage. But that's all the Scum shots, and now it's all FO. That is not looking good for Ireland, I don't think. So, no shot from Kylo. What's he going to do? So he's going to do a depleted Hollow. You're going to see an Ion Missile. Yeah, Ion Missile into Lima Kai. So 2 dice into 1. And spends a lock on the eyeball. There we go. Gets the hit, so Lima Kai is going to be ionized. Which is not good at all for Lima. Possibly not good for Han as well, but I guess it's all going to get a little bit bunched up down there. I missed a shield. Oh, does it? So I think, oh, that's shield and 1 into Lima. Still got the Scorch shot to go as well. It's not bullseye. All depends if you want to do a red maneuver next turn. Nope, roll 4 dice here. Oh wow, 2 crits. Spends a focus for 2 hits as well. Really need to see a wiggle here for Lima Kai. Oh, gets the wiggle. So hit 2 crits going into the Y-Wing. The first crit is damage sensor array into a weapons failure. Could have been worse crits there. But we're probably not going to see any torpedoes coming out of that Y-Wing anytime soon. So 4-4 with the objectives. That seemed like a very long turn 3. So half an hour left, heading into turn 4. Ionized Lima Kai. I mean, Scorch probably does something like a hard 2 or 2 bank. I don't think you've got any shenanigans to do with... No, so you're just going to try and clear your stress there. I didn't see Ketsu's firing arc or whether or not the K-turn fits. It might do, actually. I'll assume that Kev probably noticed that a bit better than I did. Maybe Terex comes in. I mean, Kylo didn't jam Han last turn. Ketsu's shot was 3 hits after mods. There was no fearless. And then Hollow got 2 evades and eyeballs, spent the evade token from the coordinate from Terex. But still quite close. Hollow did take a big hit and gave up half points. I mean, Lima was pretty lucky as well, like, yeah, certainly take another evade there, and what would you be on then? Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? So is it 4 damage? Yeah, so 2 left. Weapons failure, damage sensor array. So, I mean, ionised anyway, so you can only do focus actions. Yeah, I wonder if Scorch you might... I don't think you can clear Lee Mackay really, so... I mean, Hahn's probably... I don't know. Where does Hahn go? Like, Hahn very likely could just get blocked on the rock again. At least Ketsu is healthy. Yep, silver lining, you know. I mean, Lee Mackay is cheap, aren't they, I suppose. 4 points. This game will get decided on time. I have a feeling they are, yeah, not playing particularly quickly. 23 minutes left. You know, and this is it. Hahn could give up half points, Lima could pop. And then the rest of the agility of the FO might just also keep James in the game. Not sure if anybody else is streaming. Not sure if the polls are streaming. Let's see if anybody else is. Turn 4, was that a road roll? No, not yet. Oh no. Poland versus Spain is on the Polish_system_open channel. If you want to go and check on that result as well. Skip frames again. What is going on? I think it must be to do with the cable I've got laying out on the floor outside, so I need to get that swapped out. Come on, gents. Let's play some X-Wing. Why are they checking firing arcs? Well, like I say, if you want to watch some more X-Wing, I'll definitely be back on Sunday, hopefully with Liam's game and Ollie's. Try and remember who they might be playing. I think Ollie is playing Tigris, if I remember correctly, who is the Philippines captain. I think Liam's got their FO player. High hopes for both of those players. Yeah, bring it home for England. But you know, Philippines, good team, not to be taken lightly. What is going on with my stream? Planning phase was about 5 minutes. I've got a road roll now though. Kevin is first player. I missed that last time, that's fine. Well, you guys just have got to play better on stream basically. That's the only way it works, Dom. we've moved into the system phase and now we're having another think. Okay, so Agent Tex comes round, going to coordinate Hollow. Coordinates an evade to Hollow. Scorch is, yeah, just going to bump into Lima. Like, yeah, don't be wrong, like, your dice, yeah, a bit spiky, weren't they? What is going on in the stream? Interesting from Mando. We're going to see a barrel roll, I guess. Internet speed still looks okay. Might be slightly concerned about barrel rolling towards Terex, I guess, but don't think you really have a choice with the debris there if you haven't got a hard one turn, which I don't suppose you have. No, thank you. No 5 AM flight for me. One straight, so that bumps a Lima, so what on earth is Han doing? I mean, Han must be turning away then. I think that was just a straight from Lima. So yeah, I can only assume that Han has just done a hard 2 away to try and guarantee gets off the rock. Contraband Cybernetics 5k, yep, Ketsu is fine. Pretty close, but not terribly so. Takes a stress. Takes a focus. So Malorus goes 3 straight. Certainly should see Lima Kai off. A committed streamer would attend tomorrow. You're absolutely right, Chris. I mean, it's only a little local event, isn't it? You know, and I only travel for the big deals. One day, you know, the Tauntaun Squad Championship will be up there. It's not quite Welsh Open, is it? So, yeah. So please tell me Han has turned away. But looks like James has covered an awful lot of options for what Han might be able to do. Like, hard turns to the left. Anything to the left or straight's probably blocked. So I think only really the hard turn left gets him off the rock, and he has got the tail blaster. I love you really, Connor. Sorry. So taking a deplete to barrel roll. Does that get him out of arc? No, didn't think it did, but I guess you could still boost. Don't think a straight boost gets him out of arc, but maybe certainly stretches the range a bit. Yep, so get the boost in. I mean, it is depleted, but into 1 agility Y-wing, I think that is fine. Where's Kylo off to? Hard 2, hard 3? Hard 2 is probably the safer option. Yep, does the hard 2. Probably not worth jamming still. Let's take a focus. Might have been tempted to take a target lock there. Whilst you've got all 3 force up. So yeah, hard 2 away from Han. And that's it with a target lock. You could have fired a concussion missile without having to do instinctive aim. Can Han boost away? Probably not. So just going to take a focus. So there's nothing stressed over there that Han can really get extra dice unless you use Malarus's ability, which I don't think is a terrible thing to do, because if Han's shooting Malarus with that tail blaster, if it can, yeah. So Malarus ability getting popped. In fairness, Connor, I don't think it's one player. I think both players have been pretty slow. Like in the planning phase, James's dials have been set. It's Kev's dials that have taken a long time to get set as well. Like even now, he's contemplating, or is that hollow? I mean, so you could shoot hollow, but I mean, do you just shoot Kylo here? I mean, it's only 2 dice, I guess. You're not going to kill Kylo, but you might get half points. Okay, so we are going to shoot hollow with Han. So I believe it's 2 dice into 3. Hollow should have an evade token. I think he passed a target lock. 1 hit. Rolling 3 defense dice. Oh, a blank out from Hollow. Spends the evade token. Oof. Hey Fundan, hope you're doing well. So Mando to shoot next, range 3 obstructed into Kylo, 2 dice into 5. With no green token, range 3 obstructed. Yes. Yeah, very good mark. Oh. Do you even bother spending a force? So you might need it for defense. He's thinking about spending a force. The hand is hovering. Maybe, no. Yes, he has spent a force. Plenty of evades. Everything's fine. So, Ketsu and Lee Mackay still to shoot. I guess Ketsu takes a range 3 punt into Hollow here. No evade token now. So, 3 dice with a focus. Spend that for hit it crit. Hollow gets 4 in defense at range 3. That is going to be hit crit going in, and I believe kills him. See if the crit matters for combat. Wounded pilot, it does not. So we actually have a dead ship. Wounded pilot. But Hollow will get to shoot because initiative 5. Oh yeah. Did not spend Greedo. That could be a problem. Tractor has been applied to Hollow. Doesn't look like Lima can shoot Hollow, so nobody's going to benefit from that tractor. Taking the range 0 into Scorch. I guess Malorus's ability is up. Weapons failure. I did try and tag, so he has got weapons failure, so should not do it, but unless one of the captains wants to remind them of the crit, I'm not going to interfere, because as a streamer I shouldn't be. Damage sensor array gives up half points. I mean, technically I should really step in here, but streamers have been told not to interfere, so Connor or Dylan, if you're in chat, if you want to tell your players that they need to re-roll that range 0 attack. Not that I think it will matter greatly. Malorus gets 2 hits and a crit into Lima, so Lima dies anyway. I did tag the weapons failure, but what crit was it? Damage sensor array. I mean, this is quite frustrating for me, because realistically I should be able to step in here and tell them. I think this is a crit, one crit going to Hans, it spends a focus. Yeah. Pausing the timer, so I don't know if someone's reached out to tell them. I think I'm going to bring this up anyway. It is pretty significant, but we've been told that streamers can't interfere with games because apparently certain captains felt that some players join their channel. Right, I'm going to mute myself so you... So I'd mute myself because I was in their Discord channel. So Dylan did pop in as well, just trying to correct the game state error that these two idiots have created. So people use crit markers. It is really useful to try and remind you of effects. So this is Kylo. I guess it's firing a concussion missile, getting 3 hits into Han. Shouldn't matter for flipping anything bar the card on Han, which is a console fire, but that's 3 damage going into Han. I need to see if I can fix Scorch. How can I reset the damage? There we go. So 9-7. Yep, that's the score that I've got. And I think Lima dies at initiative 5. And then they've still got Scorch to shoot as well, which is range 1. No Merciless. Does have Fanatical up. Scorch is range 1 of harm, but does not have a damage card assigned. Hit 2 crits into Han. Technically should be another crit with Greedo, but again, players forgetting triggers. I mean, I guess they are a must. What's that? Blinded and a wounded. Yeah, because Greedo is why defend if you're so the attacker may change, so it is a may trigger. So 3 more damage, 1, 2, 3. I think that was blinded and wounded. No. And a console fire. And then it's like Terex will probably take range 1 there, I guess. Blinded, wounded. So Terex range 1 into Mando, 3 dice. No mods. 2 and a crit out of hand. Need to see 2 paint it. We do not, so that should be shield crit going into Mandalorian. What crit's this one? Fuel leak. I think that goes into point each for the centre. Going to turn 5. 12-7 is what I don't quite make it. Oh yes. Yeah, he does. Get to 12-8. Just checked on the Spain-Poland game and I see putting ships on the board after removed. I'm not too sure what that means. Like, I don't agree with the no interference. Like, I think there are certain individuals, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but hopefully as a judge, TO, streamer, experienced player, if I say to both players at the start of the game that I will watch the game as a judge, are you both happy with that? And I will interject if I spot something, then I think that's fine. I think the issue is that some games were being streamed to Discord and weren't having that kind of level of judging, and so it was like an unfair amount of like what is being watched and what's not being watched. Ultimately, we all want a clean game. Let's say, for example, someone wins the game because of that mistake, and it's on, on stream. You start to get accusations of, well, were they cheating? Were they not? And I'm not suggesting anybody is. People make mistakes. hence why I say use crit tokens. So if we can fix it, why not? Just going to keep Hollow, or was it long ago they forgot? What? Possibly. I mean, that Initiative 5 step took an awful long time to resolve. Just so you know, their time is at 4 minutes, so they've definitely got one more turn. Yeah, 5 turns is not great, but both players have been slow. Like, you know, I'm not going to single out one player here. I'm not on their table listening to them talking as well. So I like I say, both players, maybe one is being marginally slower than the other, but as I say, I'm not listening into what they're talking about. I mean, at this point, Kev's dials are all set, James's aren't, but then obviously there's a few less ships on the board. Yeah, I understand that, Andre, but I just think that is... I just don't know. I don't agree with that. Like, if I'm going to sit here and stream a game and there is a potentially game-changing error from both players, like both of them missed it, then, you know, that does kind of, you know, call the result into disrepute. And this is game 7 in the series as well. So, like, you know, one team could proceed. Well, essentially, if Ireland was to win the game because of that mistake, you know, everybody's then talking about that. So, personally, I think we should just fix it if we have the ability to. Maybe every game should be streamed, and maybe you do have people watching, and there is ways, but I guess it is the amount of interruptions, maybe. So it does say both dials have been set by all players, so we should see a road roll shortly. Here we go. And Kev remains first player. Well, this is, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think if we said that every game had to be streamed either on Discord or on an official platform, like if there is a streamer, and then that way if people are watching, they can, you know, notify the players if there is a game state error, and you know, and it's not even like it was a subtle game state error. You know, it was pretty big. Oh, Terex, are you going for a jam? Breaking Ketsu's lock on Scorch. Scorch bumps into Han. I think he's got one too many stress tokens there, but shouldn't matter. It's the last turn of the game. So clears the stress for the manoeuvre, and then does the red focus. Yeah, it was a blue manoeuvre, so that's fine. Mando 3 banks into the centre. Could potentially slam in front of Kylo, I guess. Yeah, probably just discussing whether he should have recharged Force last turn. I suspect he should have done. So that is time on the table. Interesting. So Ketsu locked Scorch on the left hand side but went right into Terex. Perhaps didn't expect Terex to go quite so quickly, so Ketsu bumps into the Z shuttle. Clears the stress, may as well do a red focus, I guess. I don't know what he's thinking about. Oh, was that a misdial? Should he have gone left and he dialed the wrong one? And maybe James has let him back? I don't know. Yeah, okay. So that's very generous from James. I guess that was a misdial, and yeah, James has let Kev take that back. So I think they're just looking at the wording to see if you can take a lock again into Scorch. So let's get to acquire a lock. So yeah, so hasn't performed a target lock action this turn, so it is going to do. I mean, yeah, it's tough because it's a team event, and by letting him off there, if Kev now wins, you know, fair play to James. I think it is probably the right thing to do. Malorus 2 bank, and like, you know, look, Han could die to a console fire if he doesn't fix it. And then with Malorus taking the lock, Malorus has got Mag Pulse, so if Malorus has a shot to Han, he's probably dead. Yeah, have fun. Like, it's not just have fun though, it's beating your opponent like fairly, like you're not doing it with a gotcha moment type thing, and you know, respect to James. I think that's very good to see. I've always said, you know, the Welsh are nice people, you know. Apart from that Nick, gotta watch out for him. I do like that. I told him to have fun, but was that have fun but then also let your opponent get away? Surely it's have fun and win. But, I think like Han is pretty screwed here. Like, you could boost to try and get away from Malorus, but you know, do you get away from Malorus? Do you fix a console fire? Because you could just die to console fire here. Come on, gents. I know time's expired, but let's get a wiggle. So he is considering a boost. Does boost. FYI, I am going to intervene if they forget console fire, because I want to go to bed. So checking for Ketsu's ability. No. Malorus charge being used, so doing console fire, and yep, Han dies to the console fire. His hits, always forget it. Yeah, hits kill Han, so still gets to shoot. So yeah, probably not going to matter, but going to take the big shot into Kylo. So 4 dice with trick shot and ability. Kylo's going to get 4 dice in defense. 2 crits so far. So spend a force. You've still got Greedo. Is he remembering Greedo? No, not going to Greedo. I mean, it probably doesn't matter. 3 evades. He's fine. So I guess you shoot Scorch here, because with Malorus's ability up, it's probably not worth it. So Scorch should have the focus from the bump. spends a lot, gets 3 hits into Scorch. 2 evades and gets to re-roll the eyeball. Just spends it because he had the threat sensors anyway, but spends it to take no damage. Yeah, good night, Connor. Hope the event goes well tomorrow. Yep, GG Wales. Yeah, no damage from range 0. And I'll see, we might see the score swing a fair bit. So, oh, it does have Mandalorian range 2 obstructed from Malorus. So may as well shoot and try and get some damage in. There's a fuel leak, so if a crit sneaks into Mando, would pop. We'll see a bullseye range 0 from Kylo in a second as well. Oh, there's hit crit. Don't do it, Mando. Ooh, spend the force, we're fine. Yeah. And now Kylo's range 0. So we'll get 3 dice because it is a printed 3 dice bullseye. Just the 1. Oof. Blank out, but not dead. No crit, thankfully, so doesn't pop. Ooh. Actually, can he use Kylo's ability? Oh, they're going to come and ask me now, aren't they? After you suffer a critical damage. Yeah, so I think that does trigger it. If enemy shipping your bullseye is dealt a face down damage card, you may do it. If you do, the damage card is dealt face up instead. So yeah, it suffers a critical. I believe Mando would die, but actual game score doesn't matter, so I'm not going to bother. Terek's getting some random shot there. All good, all good. So yeah, probably should pop Mando, but I don't think we need to worry about it. Win's a win. We're not tracking individual scores necessarily. So yeah, well played to both players. Big thanks to them for playing on stream. Thank you everybody for watching. GG Wales. Wales progress and Ireland move into the losers bracket, so it is a double elimination tournament. So Ireland aren't out as long as they can keep winning and get to the finals, but now they can't afford to lose. If they lose another round, they are out of the competition. Can use it, but it doesn't trigger fuel leak. It's interesting because it says it's dealt face up instead, and fuel leak says when you suffer a critical damage. After you suffer a critical damage. I don't know. I don't think it particularly matters anyway, like I say. So yeah, big thanks to everybody for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't done already and can do, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Very much appreciated. Does help pay for the dual streaming and everything else I do. And I will be trying to get to some more in-person streams soon. We've definitely got the Civ Taker open, hopefully the Scottish system open, and a few other bits. But that'll do me for tonight. Thanks for watching. Let's pay some bets out before we forget. So only 6 people, only a third of the picked James to win. So congratulations, you've got all those points.